Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode. My name's Terence.
I'm Jay.
What are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about Sonic. Sonic Boom just got announced. I wanted to show you guys some of the trailer footage, but also discuss how I feel about the game.
And how I feel about the game.
Yeah, how he feels about the game as well. Because after all, he is a ginger.
This makes perfect sense.
Now,
Sonic Boom?
Or
Sonic Doom?
we don't know. I do know this. The team making the game, is a collection of people from Naughty Dog, from the good old days of Jak and Daxter and Crash Bandicoot. So you can't say, oh well, it's being made by some shitty company. It is not being made by a shitty company. It's being made by people who understand platforming. Do they understand a Sonic game? That's kind of yet to be determined.
I'm thinking yes. Here's my idea.
Okay, go.
Here's my idea. Think about this. Back when platform games were being made in the 90s, there was really only two games in which they found their inspiration.
Yeah.
Mario
Yeah.
and Sonic.
Oh. So you're saying that people who looked at Sonic and made Jak and Daxter and Crash Bandicoot now could possibly reinvent Sonic?
It's almost like how Miyamoto wanted to make Popeye, but he had to make a little game called Donkey Kong first.
True. Now, let's get down to character design.
Mm-hmm.
They all have new characteristics, and I think obviously the biggest one here is Knuckles. Looks like he took some drugs, like, steroids.
There's some steroids. He's definitely gotten some gear in there, and are you ready for obscure reference of the week?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, so how he is in like the first character pictures of all of them together, he's kind of like all like this, with like big puffy chest. It reminds me of Christian Troy from Nip Tuck. If one of you guys gets it, thank you.
Yeah, I don't get that one. So in the trailer, we see so many different things that I think is very interesting to this game. Now, why I'm super excited is obviously the team making it, they know what they're doing. I really trust them. This is the first Western studio to actually take this game on, to take the franchise of Sonic. Now, I kind of not a huge fan of the whole like, let's launch a new video game and cartoon at the same time, excuse me, but that's what they're doing. There's going to be a television show and the game, but let's get into the details of the game, what we know right now. We know that each character is going to have different characteristics to them in terms of gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know exactly what that is. Obviously Knuckles in the trailer is like climbing on things, and he's strong, so I'm guessing he's going to be the brute of the group.
Maybe with some roid rage as well?
Yeah, totally. Maybe he does have that. Imagine that was like an ability. He goes nuts.
Yeah, and just like kills
enemies.
people.
Yeah.
That would be terrible. Another thing though is 3 out of 4 characters went through puberty.
Yeah, actually point that out. They look taller, they look older. I think it's a design that they wanted to do for a long time, and I was reading an interview with them, and they were just saying, we tried to push the boundaries, and people are going to laugh right now, boundaries on putting a scarf on Sonic, but it's like I've always said, it's the details in video games, and to change them, yes, maybe a scarf isn't a big deal, but I think maybe it just has something to do with balance. I think that when you have the character like Knuckles all of a sudden becomes some sort of brute character, they have to balance it out. So Sonic can't be what he was anymore. He needs to be something different, just like Tails and so forth.
So is it like Nathan Sonic because he's wearing like a scarf?
I think it's kind of, to be honest, I think it's just to show it in the wind, to show velocity of how fast he's actually going.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, it would show his like sort of his like fur go like this on the back of his head, but I think to have like a scarf behind him is kind of cool. I don't know, that's just me, whatever. Maybe it's the dumbest thing we've ever heard, but
probably people are going to be upset and then flame trolling about the new character designs, but guess what? Sonic doesn't look the way that Sonic looked in 1991 with the original Sonic.
Exactly.
He's forever evolved, and I think Sonic Generations like took the best aspects of it. Here's your old school Sonic, here is your new school Sonic, and both looked great and both worked. I'm welcoming this. I like the fact that Knuckles is not just a pixel swap for Sonic. I like that they exist now as 4 separate beings and characters.
We know this as well. There's some sort of tech that they're working on that was introduced in one game a long time ago, but it's this ability that actually connects the 4 characters all the time, and they can't go off screen. So it's sort of this laser beam that attaches to you and me. So say you're Knuckles and I'm Sonic, we're running around, you can't actually get lost because you'll be pulled with that beam. Now, another cool thing that I heard was the beam can also be used as a catapult.
Oh, that's sweet.
So you can like walk over there, I can walk over there, and we can like, I don't know what you can do, like have a third character walk, pull it, and then let go and get shot. So there's like these little hints at gameplay elements that I love to hear. Like the classic Sonic, by holding down, hitting the jump button, letting go was his burst. Now to have this sort of like laser beam sort of grapple thing that will shoot you as fast as you need to go into like certain areas, that is interesting to me. Another interesting aspect is it looks a lot like Jak and Daxter. Like the level design looks like Jak and Daxter. And that game, again, super luscious, sort of like vibrant forest. PS2 days when it came out looked amazing. How did you feel about that sort of thing?
I was always a fan of Jak and Daxter.
You
And I was.
Oh, okay.
And I just love how fresh it felt, how vibrant it felt. And Sonic over the years may have become a little stagnant.
Yeah.
Like always resorting to the tropes, you know, Green Hill Zone, Casino,
It's gotta
this,
change.
that, whatever.
It's gotta change.
Or even, you know what, having a completely different perspective on these things. Should one of these stages return in some form? Absolutely. But
Yes.
it's fresh eyes. I think that's the most important thing. And dubstep in the intro. Like, please, like I remember when I saw Borderlands 2 when I was at PAX East a couple of years ago, and I saw that and they played some really cool dubstep. I think this is like great music for video games. Probably the best use of the music, like in video games. Shut the fuck up. But I don't want to get teased with this music and then not have it in the game. So please, guys, please, a little bit of that would be appreciated.
That would be amazing. Imagine they hired him, like Skillrix or whatever the hell. How do you say his name?
Oh, Skrillex.
Imagine they hired Skrillex to do the music for the Sonic game.
Oh, can they also have? Do you guys ever see that like that GIF where he's just jamming the fuck out, and someone ends up like putting like a little like bee animation, so he's like getting attacked by a bee, and so he's like trying to avoid the bee, but he's just jamming the fuck out while he pretends to mix live.
Again, yeah, I do hope they go with the soundtrack that is like the trailer. That would be an amazing sort of experience to be able to go so fast, have that music, heart pump. Oh yeah, give me it. People have been saying that the character design, whatever. No one's really complaining that it's a Wii U exclusive, and I like that. I like that the community's kind of embracing it. Great. But overall, how do you feel about this game? Do you mind if I go first?
Go first.
You go first. Go.
No,
I don't.
All right, thank you. This probably is gonna be like really fucking like climactic.
No, it's nothing like sex.
So disappointed. For me, Sonic is all about speed. I think that's a universal thing. Sonic works the best when Sonic is fast. That's why Sonic right at the beginning kind of blew our socks off, because even though Mario games have always been awesome, that speed was something they never had, and just this controlled frenzy is why I love Sonic. Like some of my best gaming experiences ever were Sonic ones. And especially after Sonic Lost Worlds, which unfortunately just couldn't get that speed happening, it never felt right. This could be a new era for Sonic, and one that's desperately needed, because let's face it, Jay, over the years they've constantly been trying to reinvent Sonic, and for the majority of that time have fallen flat on their faces. So
horrible. I'm
really hoping right now, like guys, please make this game awesome. Like, this could be the game that makes me break down and get a Wii U. As great as Super Mario 3D World is, this could be the game. If this game gives me hope and gives me like such joy like Sonic CD did, and like Sonic Generations and like the Sonic Adventures games, sign me up. Sign me up right now, Jay.
I totally agree with you. This is like when I saw Alien Isolation. That's not the word I was looking for.
Isolation.
Isolation. When I saw that, I was like, now that is what I wanted. Why didn't you give me that all these years? This Sonic game, boom. Why I'm excited? The team making it is renowned for making very good platformers. Have we seen them deal with very fast levels? Yeah, kind of. Jak and Daxter gets fast at moments. This studio is capable of making a good Sonic game, and that is why I have hope. If it was like Team Sonic, just like, hey, we made another game and TV show, I'd be like, yeah, time to go over there, you fucking hacks.
It's so hit and miss with them.
It's just, I just don't feel they had the energy to do it. And another thing I have to bring up really quickly is they're calling this sort of a side universe game.
That's fine.
And what I mean by universe game, it sort of runs parallel to the actual Sonic, they're saying, the actual Sonic. But listen, look at me, guys. Sonic team, look at me. I want this Sonic more than anything you're bringing to the table. So I consider this Sonic, and whatever you're making is a side shit that I probably wouldn't even play because I'm not interested. So that's the truth, and deal with it.
I find it funny that Sonic was on a really great upward trajectory for a while. We had Sonic Colors.
Yeah, but not even that was a big deal.
No, but it wasn't a big deal because it was on the Wii. And
no, but I know, but what you're saying is they were on a good path, just like Sonic Generations was like, oh, I get it, it's fun, and then where's the sequel?
And Sonic 4 episodes 1 and 2. Apparently, they're releasing a new episode every 5 years, but they were getting it. They were getting what Sonic was, and then Sonic Lost Worlds came out, and it was just basically they watched Super Mario Galaxy and thought that Sonic would fit in that world.
I've never agreed that Sonic even should exist in a 3D world. A game that's so fast, it's hard to pay attention, and how do you make it interesting if you're just... It's like a driving game at that point. I don't think that studios really looked at it as a platformer. They were like, we have to make it a platform, but really it's like about speed and quickness. But at least with these guys, I feel like they know what a platformer is, so they know there's got to be moments where it slows down and Tails pulls out his gadgets and fires and shoots his guns like he does in the trailer. Then we go back into that speed. So what do you guys think?
Yes, what do you think? Is it Sonic Boom or Sonic Doom?
We don't know. I apologize for being sick. Also, we're doing something special on the show because of this fat fuck on my right. We are doing something called Ask 3KB, and it's going to be a Q&A video probably in a month or two. We're going to collect a shit ton of questions and make it as long as we possibly can, like my dick. So,
all 3 inches of it.
Yep. So, Ask 3KB is the hashtag. Is that the hashtag? I forgot already. Ask 3KB.
We'll figure it out, guys. We're saying one thing, but what you see right here is what's going to be. I think it'll be like Ask 3KB.
I think it's Ask 3KB is the hashtag for Twitter, so we'll take the questions there. So until next time, guys.
Until next time. And that's our video.
Whoa.
Onto my cup ball sack. I'm ready for it.
That's fucked. Imagine there was a fetish where people... Nah, I'm not even...
Cough and spit phlegm into my cupballsack.com.
I thought...
Okay, I'm ready.
We are pretty sick and demented. I remember 4 years ago, my mom's like, you shouldn't swear on the show so much. And, yeah, fuck. We never stopped that.
Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck.